What's good, y'all? I'm back with a breakdown of my newest album, A Cautionary Tale. Now, I put a lot of sweat, hard work, every emotion that a human can feel, I put into this album. Well, into the creation of this album. So I take a lot of pride in it. Music is art, and this is my creation, and I'm very ready for this breakdown. Now, a few things that I have to say. I will be posting a lot more on this channel, right? I got a lot of reactions. I got a lot of stuff planned for this channel, and I'm gonna make like a whole video about that eventually. I don't know. But the second thing is, I usually record over there at that table with the gaming chair, but the table that I put the laptop on is not sliding out. So I have to record on my sofa. Hey, this a chill sofa. And this is the sofa that Bijou chills on. Hey, come here, Bijou. You wanna be in the video? Come here. Hey, you see him? Yeah, say hi to the camera. Look, that's the camera. Right there. Not me. Right, the camera. Look. Look at my finger. Look. Right there. Right. Hey. What? Hey. Okay, close enough. But yeah, so I'm here for the breakdown. And let me tell you right now, I'm gonna be pausing a lot. So if you want to hear the songs just by themselves, bro, we got Spotify, it's on SoundCloud, YouTube Music, it's on Deezer, Tidal, Instagram. If you listen to music on Instagram, bro, it's on everything you can think of. TikTok, probably Snapchat. Snapchat's kind of weird because they like take a while, but every major streaming service, it's on Apple Music, iTunes, man, it's on everything. So if you just want to listen to the music without me pausing and breaking it down, first of all, why are you watching this video if you don't want me to break it down, if you don't want me to pause it? But yeah, I'm going to be pausing a lot. The album itself is 16 minutes, so I'm expecting for this video to be like at least 25, probably 30. So sit back while I break this whole thing down for you. So let's get started right now with the first song, Fire Breathing Spell. Alright, so we got the first song here, Fire Breathing Spell. Now before we even start, I gotta give you some background on this song. Now, one thing that I want to say too is that I kind of wish more artists did this, where they just break down, even if it's just one song off the album. Like, I hate that you gotta wait for an interview to come out about the album for them to break down anything about it. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it myself. Hopefully an artist follows in my footsteps with this. So before I even get into the song, let me tell you right now, it's 16 minutes. This video is gonna be long, I'm telling you. But yeah, so I was originally gonna call this song Metal Detector. You'll see why in a few seconds, but in a few minutes, I mean. But I was gonna call it that, but I was like, Fire Breathing Spell, I want the first song of the album to really capture people's attention. So naming it something like Fire Breathing Spell sounds a lot cooler than Metal Detector. Even though Metal Detector isn't like a bad song name, it's not as good as Fire Breathing Spell for a first song, you know? And for each song, I try to do something wilder, you know? I want every song to have like a name you can remember. Because if you're gonna name it something boring like how people name their songs The End, or name their songs like Finale or something like that. I'm not saying that's really boring, but it's like there's so many songs called that. How many songs do you know that are called Fire Breathing Spell? You know what I mean? So when you search this up, you gon' see mine, or like some like video game or something. But yeah, let's get into it, right? So, bruh, I love this album so much. Every song is perfect in my eyes. Well, let me not say perfect. I would say over the course of time, I'll listen to these songs and I would say like, okay, I could have probably changed this. Maybe I could have made this part longer. But, you know what I mean? That's what every artist though. Like, every artist like thinks like that. They always think they can make their songs better. Well, they should think like that, because that just makes you try harder for the next album or next release, next project, whatever. But yeah, I definitely get why now. After doing music, I definitely get why artists take so long to post a new album. Because what I like to do, I like to think of things that have never been said before. Or if they have been said before, maybe by some low-rated artists and nobody's ever heard of them. Because, like, I want to be creative. I want to stand out from the crowd. Alright, I want to be known as Schneider. I don't want to be known as, oh, you sound like this guy, or you sound like this rapper, this artist. I don't want to be known as that. I want to be known as my own person. If you're going to compare me to how I was before. You know what I'm saying? So, alright, let's get into the song Fire Breathing Spell. I'm excited. Are you excited? I know you're excited. Let's go.
I was bored, so I had to pick up the pen. I got new tech, yeah, I call my drip next gen. My watch, the Omnitrix, I switched the flows, I got 10. I'm about to make a debut, I get paper once again.
Okay. So, funny enough, I made the intro for this song last. Originally, there was supposed to be nothing there, but I was like, okay, there's like 13 seconds of hype I could have put there, you know, as I'm listening to the song over and over again. By the way, oh my god, I love listening to my music, but after posting it, I gotta take like a day break at least, because listening to the songs, like recording the songs and listening to them over and over and over again, I get tired of my voice, low key. And I love my voice. I love me. But like, it gets to that point where it's like, okay, bro, like, let me just stop listening to music in general for a day, because it gets to that point where it's like, okay, do I really want to hear this again? But after posting it, I'm like, okay, I'm good. So, let's go back. I really wanted to build up the hype, you know what I'm saying? This is the first release that I've had since October. October is when I posted, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was October, where I posted Do It While I Snore. But my last album was June of last year, 2023. Yeah. So, let's go back real quick.
I was bored, so I had to pick up the pen. I got new tech, yeah, I call my drip next gen. My watch, the Omnitrix, I switched the flows, I got 10.
Alright, so, okay, so let me go back, let me break this down. So, I said, I got new tech, yeah, I call my drip next gen. So, what I was thinking with that one, first of all, when you got new tech, that's, I'm trying to like correlate it to like PlayStation and Xbox, how the next generation is tech, you know, it's technology. So also, but new tech as in I got new microphones, I got a new setup and everything, so everything is coming out more fire. I'm also mixing my stuff better, I got new beats, so I got new tech, you know what I'm saying? But also, I call it next gen because it's newer. All my stuff is newer. Bro, the clothes that I wear is newer. The way that I rap is newer. So, I got new tech, so I call my drip next gen. So, let's go.
I'm about to make a debut.
Oh, and then I said, my watch, the Omnitrix, I switched the flow, I got 10. That's also correlating to the last line I said with the drip, I call it next gen, because I guess you could say a regular watch would be the old gen, right? Just a regular plain old watch. And then obviously the next gen from that, obviously the drip increasing from a regular old watch would be the Omnitrix. And if you don't know what the Omnitrix is, you don't have childhood. But, and then I said I switched the flows, I got 10. Hey, just keep your ears open. Check if I actually switched the flow 10 times. I'll tell you at the end. But, hey, I'll tell you, it's fire, bro. This is fire. So, like I said, the Omnitrix from the regular watch, it's going to the next gen, you know? Because obviously, the Omnitrix, if it was real, would be way more expensive than a regular old watch. It would be more expensive than anything, honestly.
I get paper once again. Switch the flows, I got 10. I'm about to make a debut, I get paper once again.
I'm about to get paper once again from the debut, because my last album, I started the song with Debut. The name is literally just called Debut. So, I make a debut once again.
I'm so metal, but I pass detectors. Should've told that to my past offenders. The way I play now, once again. I'm so metal, but I pass detectors. Should've told that to my past offenders. The way I play now, there's no contenders. Even if there was, I'm not known for surrender.
Okay, so I'm so metal, but I pass detectors. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how I even thought of that. There's a lot of bars in this whole album that I'm just like, how did I think of that? I don't write them down. Well, I do write down my lyrics, right? But I don't like think of a certain thing. Like I don't just look at a specific thing in the world and say, "Oh, that'd be cool to include in one of my songs." I don't do that. I actually genuinely have no clue how I thought of that. But I know for a fact I've never heard anybody say that before. Cuz obviously when you say I'm so metal, that's another way of saying that I'm so great. That I'm so awesome, I'm so cool, right? But you don't want to just say, that's one thing about me, bro. I don't like just saying things normally. I don't want to just say, oh, I'm so cool, that I'm so chill. Like, I don't want to just say it like that, right? I want to say it in a way that like captures you. And I love starting my songs with something that just like hooks you in. I'm so metal, but I pass detectors. That is something that hooks somebody in, bruh. All right.
I've told that to my past offender. I get paper once again. I'm so
And
metal,
let
but
me
I
put this
pass
louder,
detectors.
bruh.
Should've told that to my past offenders. The way I play now, there's no contenders. Even if there was, I'm not known for surrender.
All right, so there's a lot of parts too that there's no really meaning for. You know what I mean? It just sounds good together. But I'm not like, I wouldn't say that I'm blabbering though. You know what I mean? So when I said I'm so metal, but I pass detectors, should have told that to my past offenders. The way that I wait, what?
Told that to my past offenders. The way I play now, there's no contenders. Even if
Like when I say that, there's no like deep meaning under it, but it flows well. You know what I mean? So like there's no meaning to my past contenders. I don't have somebody that said that I'm not metal, that I don't pass detectors. Oh, by the way, I have a quick story about that. Nothing to do with the bar itself, but I mean it kind of does. But I wasn't thinking of it when I made this bar. But I went to prison once, right? As a school trip. And I had a belt on, and unironically, it was metal. It was a metal belt. So I was going through the detector, and you know, it was beeping. They were like, "Yo, what's up? What do you have on you?" I have the belt. They were like, "Yo, will your pants drop if you don't have this belt on?" And I'm like, "Yes." And I know what sagging means in prison. So they were like, "Okay, you can keep it on." So I guess if you really wanted to say this in real life, I guess I was wearing metal and I did pass a detector. So, hey, I got that.
metal, but I pretend. I'm about to make a debut.
I told you this is gonna be long, man.
I'm so metal, but I pass detectors. Should've told that to my past offenders. The way I play now, there's no contenders. Even if there was, I'm not known for surrender. I remember when I had love handles. Now I get way too much love to handle.
I remember when I had love handles. Now I get way too much love to handle. Do I need to explain that one? It's a quick, that's what I like to call this the switcheroony. So it's like when you take a saying, like for instance, the saying is, I got too much love to handle. And I just switch it. Because first of all, right, I'm a personal trainer as well. We learn about the body, we learn about fat, we learn about metabolism, we learn about all that stuff, right? And love handles is a common thing that people want to get rid of. So I know how to get rid of love handles and all that stuff, right? So obviously, while I'm in this class and I'm taking personal training and I'm learning about the body, I'm not gonna lie, that's some inspiration for some of the bars that I put on this album. Just living life, right? So I remember when I had love handles, I used to be pretty big. I think my peak was, excuse me, my peak was 180, which for my age, I think when I was 180, I was around 13, 12-ish. So it was pretty big. Like I wouldn't go as far as to say I was ever fat, but I was really chubby. And yeah, obviously I had love handles. And now I get way too much love to handle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, but it's such a fire bar. But once again, never heard anybody say that before.
I know it kind of sounds like a wicked surrender. I remember when I had love handles. Now I get way too much love to handle. I know it kind of sounds like a wicked scandal. I did a 180 like a straight angle. Nope.
Alright, so if you don't remember algebra, 180 is a straight angle. 180 degrees. It's 90, 180, no, 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. I know some of y'all are done with school, so I don't want to bring back traumatic experience.
Get way too much love to handle. I know it kind of sounds like a wicked scandal. I did a 180 like a straight angle. Nobody else can hold a candle.
Wait, real quick. I gotta check if my audio sounds good. I'm only on 28 seconds and this video is how much? Bro, I'm only on 28 seconds and this video is already 12 minutes. Alright, let's go.
Flip flop like a sandal. Dropped on the floor, straight angle. Nobody else can hold a candle. Too scared, flip flop like a sandal. Dropped on the floor, knocked out your enamel.
Yo, too scared, flip flop like a sandal. Oh my gosh, bruh. I feel like somebody's definitely said that before, though. Obviously, I can't name who, but I feel like that's a bar that people like. I feel like there's some bars that I feel like somebody's definitely said before, but there's some bars that I feel like I've never heard before, even though it's so simple. Too scared flip-flop like a sandal. Do I need to explain that one? Flip-flops, sandals, they're both footwear. And a lot of people, when you say flip-flop is a common thing that you do when you're scared. You know what I mean? So let's keep going.
Should know I'm better to lie on a gamble. Too scared flip-flop like a sandal. Dropped on the floor, knocked out your enamel. Should know I'm better to lie on a gamble.
And another thing too is obviously when you're running with sandals or flip-flops or something, you're more commonly susceptible of falling, right? So I was like dropped on the floor, knocked out your enamel, because obviously when you're scared, you have that fight or flight reaction, right? Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I literally, like, I'm listening to this, I'm literally realizing how genius this is. I'm not even gonna lie. But like, I just found out this bar myself. Like, I'm writing this down, and I didn't even think about that. That's so crazy. But yeah, the fight or flight, obviously. And if you have sandals on, you're more susceptible to falling, like I just said. So that would explain the knocking out your enamel.
Too scared flip-flop like a sandal. Dropped on the floor, knocked out your enamel. Should know I'm better to lie on a gamble. Caught this beat wide open receiver. I so cold, could've got it from the freezer. Should've left it in there, kinda hot, I got a fever. Don't give two damns, I'm like a busy beaver.
Okay, so caught this beat wide open receiver. Obviously, if you're a receiver, you're catching the football. And if you're wide open, that just means that you have a better chance of catching the football, or in this case, catching the beat.
So cold, could've got it from the freezer.
Okay, wait.
No, I'm better to lie on a gamble. Caught this beat wide open receiver. I so cold, could've got it from the freezer.
So obviously, another word of saying drip or chains or necklaces or whatever is calling it ice. Like diamonds on my wrist. Look, so I said ice so cold, could have got it from the freezer. Because, you know, when I do put on my chains and my necklaces and my bracelets and all that, hey, it's pretty fresh. It's pretty fresh. I'm not really stunned out on the camera right now because it's hot, and also I'm inside the house. But definitely when I go out, I try to look good. So, like I said, my ice so cold, I could have got it from the freezer.
Should've left it in there, kinda hot, I got a fever. Don't give two damn wide open receiver. I so cold, could've got it from the freezer. Should've left it in there, kinda hot, I got a fever. Don't.
Okay, so I said I should have left it in there. It's kind of hot. I got a fever. So, obviously, if you didn't know, it's pretty typical to get fevers if you're constantly switching from hot and cold. And basically what I'm trying to say here is that, bro, when I'm spitting these bars, it's hot. You know what I'm saying? It's heat. But also I'm wearing this drip, right? I'm wearing this ice and all, that I'm also cold at the same time. I should have left it in the freezer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting a fever because of it, because what I'm spitting is hot, making me sweat, but also what I'm wearing is freezing cold. So obviously I'm going to keep getting fevers. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting myself sick because I'm spitting out fire. Yo, oh my God, I love this so much.
This beat wide open receiver. I so cold, could've got it from the freezer. Should've left it in there, kinda hot, I got a fever. Don't give two damns, I'm like a busy beaver.
Alright, so obviously beavers build dams, and I don't give two dams, and obviously a busy beaver would be building two dams because it's a busy beaver.
Could've got it from the freezer. Should've left it in there, kinda hot, I got a fever. Don't give two damns, I'm like a busy beaver.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna try to speed it up a little bit because, bro, we are not even 1 minute into the first song yet.
Coming out guns blazing, the fire hasn't settled. In fact, look at my foot. You know it's still on the pedal.
Why is this so good, bro? Okay, so my last album, I said, one of the first things I said was, I'm coming out guns blazing. So hot, it's like I left you in the sun like raisins.
I'm coming out guns blazing. So hot, it's like I left you in the sun like raisins.
So now I'm calling back to that song by saying,
hasn't settled. In fact, give two damns, I'm like a busy beaver. Coming out guns.
By saying, bro, I
got it from the freezer.
Sorry.
Should've left it in there, kinda hot, I got a fever. Don't give two damns, I'm like a busy beaver. Coming out guns blazing.
By saying coming out guns blazing, the fire hasn't settled, because the fire hasn't settled. I'm only getting better, you know. So yeah, and then I said, you know it. Wait, oh my gosh, bro.
The fire hasn't settled. In fact, look at my foot. You know it's still on the pedal.
So obviously, if your foot is still on the pedal, that means you're just going faster. You're just going better. You know what I mean? Like, That's another saying that people say when they're just going stronger or harder at a specific thing, you know, that their foot is still on the pedal, that they're still ready, you know.
While I'm on the rise, like the air that's trapped in a kettle.
Oh my gosh, bro. While I'm on the rise like the air that's trapped in the kettle. Has anybody said that before? I'm gonna have to look up some of these bars because I've literally never heard any. I'm sure somebody has said bars about kettles before, but in that way though, I don't think so. Well, I'm on the rise like the air that's trapped in a kettle. I'm not gonna explain that. That's very
I'm
self-explanatory.
bringing trouble with me, in a way you can call me a rebel. I feel
Self-explanatory.
like I'm on fire. My chain is latched to me, it's like it's made of barbed wire.
Okay, so I feel like I'm on fire. I was already talking about the fever part. That's just another callback to that. And also, I'm doing a fire-breathing spell, so obviously, I would technically be on fire as well. That one. That one's kind of reach. I'm not gonna lie. But my chain is latched to me. It's like it's made of barbed wire. That one. That one I don't really have like a reasoning for why I put that. It just sounds cool. I'm not gonna lie. It just sounds cool.
I feel like I'm on fire. My chain is latched to me, it's like it's made of barbed wire. I'm getting super hot, switch to a whole different attire. Pinocchio's
Obviously, I'm hot. I'm on fire.
Can you name someone in their
Pinocchio's
teens
knows,
more
but I'm not a
flyer?
liar.
Maybe I should have mentioned this prior, just in case of the events that'll transpire. I gotta slow down, screech on the tires.
Bruh, are y'all catching this? I gotta slow down, screech on the tires. That's a callback to when I said my foot is still on the pedal. And notice how when I say I gotta slow down, screech on the tires, I'm slowing down the way that I'm rapping. Bro, are y'all catching this? Are y'all catching this? Oh my gosh.
You think I'm unsolved, but I tend to conspire. I'm a walking, talking, fire-breathing
Fire-breathing
spell.
spell.
I only tend to propel. I'm feeling green, I'm power up, I feel like perfect cell.
I'm feeling green, I power up, I feel like perfect cell. Come on now. If you watch Dragon Ball, you know how fire that is. Even if you don't watch Dragon Ball, you just know what Dragon Ball is about and you know perfect cell, you know how fire that is, bruh. Alright.
Mind me if I start to yell. In every way I excel. I clock in for just a few minutes and sleep in the nicest hotel. What do you...
Hey, clock in for just a few minutes and sleep in the nicest hotel. That's the dream right there. And honestly, bro, I just love the flow that I did there. I'm like, like I love just like another thing that I love about music in general is just the schemes that you can get into, the way that you can like have a song, like you can say the same thing, but there's so many different ways you can say it, and I love that.
In every way I excel. I clock in for just a few minutes and sleep in a nice hotel. What do you think that would suggest? I wasn't weightlifting when I say I had to get that bar off my chest.
I wasn't weightlifting when I said I had to get that bar off my chest. Obviously, when you're weightlifting, this is another callback to my personal training stuff, but when you're doing like a barbell bench, obviously the weight is going on your chest, and that's a bar on your chest. So I wasn't talking weightlifting when I said I had to get that bar off my chest.
7 days a week, I don't have no time for rest. I don't curse cause I am blessed.
Hey.
I can rap, there's no contest. I feel good cause I'm well dressed.
Hey. In there I said I don't curse cause I am blessed. I legit don't curse. Like none of the songs that I've ever produced yet, I'm not planning on cursing at all, but I just don't curse because low-key I'm blessed. That's not the reason why I don't curse. I don't curse for a whole different reason. But that whole reason is like, that's for a whole different video. But yeah, I don't curse because I'm blessed. Why would you curse if you're blessed, bro? Like, why not? I mean, why would you, you know?
That's right.
But yeah, that's Fire Breathing Spell.
I think
You guys like the beat for this one?
you're ready for what's next.
This is a beat, Opium I think it's called, Opium type beat. Alright, so let's go on to the next song. I forgot to say this here, but if you did pay attention to how many times the flow switched, you could technically say there was 11, but there was definitely 10 in there. So it's so weird because it's not like I listened to how many times I switched the flow and then put the Omnitrix I switched the flows 10 times. I just said Omnitrix because it sounded cool. I really wanted to put the Omnitrix in there, and of course with the 10 because it's from Ben 10, and it just so happened to match up with how many times I switched the flow, which is really funny to me. Naked Dance. Now, let's talk about the history of this song. Now, I don't like making songs about stuff that happened to me. You know, obviously Inside the Life of a Schneider, that's from my previous album. Though, like, that song doesn't really count because obviously some stuff in that song didn't happen in real life. But, like, I don't really make songs based off what I do or what I experience, you know? Excuse me. But, let me make sure I'm recording real quick. But one thing for sure, what I do is I listen to the beat, right? And what I like to do is once I listen to the beat, I just think of a topic that I want to do regarding the beat, you know? Like with the last beat, I already knew I was going to go off. I was going to spaz. I already knew I wasn't going to have a chorus to that song. I already knew that that song was going to be me talking my talk. And when I heard the beat for this song, I was like, okay, I don't really see myself really talking my talk like that. This song is more like a slowish type song. This is more like a groovy, like in the bed type thing. You know what I mean? So you'll see why in a minute when you hear the beat. But yeah, that's really the whole history of this. This isn't about a specific person. It can be. It definitely can be. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I was making this, I wasn't thinking about a specific person. But low key, when I listen to it, I do. I'm not even gonna lie. You'll see why. Anyway, let's get started with this one. Now this song is 2 minutes, bro. I'm probably gonna extend this to at least 10. Let's go.
Please make more. Please make more.
I'm planning
Please
on
make
it.
more just like that. Make more just like that. Make more just like that. Make more just like that.
Yeah. Hey.
I sure felt something in the air. I think you sure made me aware. I turned around and saw you stare. Saw your fingers twiddling your hair.
Yeah.
Both our hearts revving up to race. You walk to me till there's no space. I see.
Yo, something that I just realized is that I like to make a lot of like correlations with cars. Like this is already the third one, revving up to race with the car, with the hearts. And obviously when you're revving up something, it's getting faster. And obviously when you're like, you know, talking to somebody you really like, your heart starts to pound a little bit more, you know?
Twiddling your hair. Both our hearts.
And also, just listen to the story that I'm telling in this like little verse
Sure
here.
made me aware. I turned around and saw you stare. Saw your fingers twiddling your hair. Both our hearts revving up to race. You walk to me till there's no space. I see you blushing, hide your face. Let's take this to another place. How about we give it an hour? Then we can meet up in the shower. I'll be waiting with a flower. Let's show it till it runs out of power.
Okay, so like this is all self-explanatory. You know, we're just trying to get down, you know? We're just trying to get good. But yeah, like this is really self-explanatory, thankfully, because, you know, at least with this one, it won't be over 10 minutes.
Can meet up in the shower. I'll be waiting with a flower.
Hopefully.
Let's shower till it runs out of power. Your whole body is so gorgeous. Let's recite our parts one chorus. Aquarius and you're a Taurus. Let me show you around. You're the Taurus.
Aquarius and you're a Taurus? Let me show you around. You're a Taurus. You're the Taurus. Obviously a Taurus, like astrology. Like, and I'm actually an Aquarius. Alright, that's the only thing that I really like put in the song that correlates to me really. But like I said, like I don't know anybody that's a Taurus that I'm thinking of like this manner in the song. You know what I mean? Like I'm not literally thinking of when I was making the song, I wasn't thinking of somebody that I know is a Taurus and making the song. You know what I mean? I just, hey, I'm an Aquarius, you're a Taurus, let me show you around, you're the Taurus. You know? That's so, bro, I love this song. This song is so good too.
Our parts one chorus.
All of them are good.
Aquarius and you're a Taurus. Let me show you around. You're the Taurus.
Hey.
Dance naked dance. Let's
dance naked dance. Ooh.
Dance naked dance. I know you like romance.
I know it.
Dance naked dance. Let's dance naked dance. Dance naked dance. There is no need for pants. Dance till let's lock eyes. Oh my, you're kissing and pulling my tie. We started at 3, now it's 9:30. I knew you were right or die. No lie, those thighs are hotter than summer in Dubai. I buy her rocks and reach for the sky so high. It's a good thing she met this guy. I can stop being so shy.
Alright, wait. Alright.
And I knew you were right or lock eyes. Oh my. Dance It's a naked dance.
Wait, let's go back to that real quick.
Dance and let's lock eyes. Oh my, you're kissing and pulling my tie. We started at 3, now it's 9:30. I knew you were right or die, no lie. Those thighs are hot.
Bruh, okay, first of all, oh my, yo, do you hear this scheme, bruh? Like I said, I love just, like, how many people, okay, I'm sure a lot of people, everybody raps fast. Like, if you rap, you've rapped fast before. But it's just, you can't just rap fast. It's not impressive to just rap fast. It's rapping fast, but making sense while you're rapping. The way that I'm doing it here, I'm like, I know you were a ride or die. Oh my, those thighs are hotter than summer dew. I buy her a rocket so you reach for the sky. Like, the way that I'm doing it, I'm like making the words rhyme in itself. Listen.
It's a naked dance. There is no need for pants. Dance and let's lock eyes. Oh my, you're kissing and pulling my tie. We started.
See, because a lot of people, when you rhyme, right, you rhyme the end of the sentence. But the way that I'm doing it, I'm like, dance and let's lock eyes. Oh my, you're kissing and pulling my tie. We started at 3, now it's 9:30. I knew you were a ride or die, no lie. Like, when you say ride or die, no lie, oh my, like, it's not, I'm not doing it so like, oh, then I buy you a tie. Then we go and it's 9:30. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing it in a way that's, I wait till the end of the sentence. I put some in the middle of them and I do some at the end of the sentence. So that way I can capture your attention more as I'm rapping. You know what I mean?
At 3, now it's 9:30. I knew you were a ride or die, no lie. Those thighs are hotter than summer in Dubai.
Hey, let me tell you, if those thighs are hotter than the summer in Dubai, those are some pretty hot thighs. Let me tell you that. Those are some pretty hot thighs. Damn it. Those are some pretty hot thighs. I'm not talking Wingstop. What you know about Wingstop? Oh my god, bro. I haven't had Wingstop in a little bit though. I'm not even gonna lie. Anyway.
Started at 3, now it's 9:30. I knew you were a ride or die, no lie. Those thighs are hotter than summer in Dubai. I buy her a rock, so we reach for the sky. So
okay, so here's something that I strongly believe in though. I strongly believe in this. If you're gonna be in a relationship, you have to be helping your partner, and your partner should be helping you reach the best version of you. In other words, reaching for the sky. And how many of y'all will buy your partner a rocket so they can reach for the sky? That's what I'm trying to say, bro. That's why I'm me. All right? I'll buy my partner a rocket so she reach for the sky. That's how much I support her.
Ride or die, no lie. Those thighs are hotter than summer in Dubai. I buy her a rock, so we reach for the sky so high. It's a good thing she met this guy. I can stop from being so shy. Bed sheets, no curtain, I am certain. We gotta show what we're doing is important. No searching, I can examine a problem like searching.
Another thing, oh my god, I just love that flow so much. Bed sheets, no curtain, I am certain. I gotta show what he's doing is important. No, sir. Bro, like, just, I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I be forgetting my lyrics. Why? Because I don't even know. I actually have no clue how I forget my lyrics sometimes because I listen to these so much. I don't know. I have no explanation for that. But just the flow on that, bruh. It's like when you hear this beat, do you think of a flow like that? Bed sheets with no curtain, I am certain. Like, oh my god, I love that.
It's a good thing she met this guy. I can stop you from being so shy. Bed sheets with no curtain, I am certain. We gotta show what we're doing is important. No searching, I can examine a problem like searching. Hope that doesn't ruin the insertion, but it looks like you like the immersion. You like crystals, I got a pistol. We go round for round like a pistol. Oh my. Not close, not distal. I love.
Alright, so we go round for round like a pistol. Obviously, a pistol got rounds. And, yeah, that was pretty self-explanatory. Was we ever not close, not distal? Like, were we ever, like, from the beginning of our relationship, were we ever far apart? And obviously distal means far apart. Were we ever not far, not distal?
For a round like a pistol. That's not even a thought that was wishful. Was you ever not close, not distal? I love wishing, you're so blissful. I'm like a heat-seeking missile, and your body just happened to sizzle.
Hey, bro, hey. If I'm a heat-seeking missile and you that hot where you sizzling, hey, we about to hit it off good.
Blissful. I'm like a heat-seeking missile, and your body just happened to.
By the way, I'm taken. By the way.
Sizzle until the bell rings, no dismissal. You can't hear me, I whistle. She's like water, I'm trying to leave a ripple.
I'm not gonna lie. She's like water, I'm trying to leave a ripple. I feel like you guys know what I mean by that. I don't think I need to explain what I mean by that. But also, What was that song by Tyler? That water song? I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking of that too while I was making that. Well, I made that one bar.
Dance, naked dance. Let's dance, naked dance. Dance. I know you like romance. Dance, naked dance. Let's dance, naked dance. Dance, naked dance. There is no need for dance. Dance and shake your hips for a few minutes now. You was licking your lips. How about we lay down like I'm placing down chips? How about you?
Nobody said that before. I don't care. Nobody said that before. What? I'm busy right now. How about we lay down like I'm placing down chips? Oh my gosh. Like chips, the Lay's chips. How about we lay down like I'm placing down chips? Come on. When you put the lay down, like obviously when you put the chip down, you're putting Lay's down. Like, oh my gosh.
You forget about bringing that script. Look, there's no stress, so you can really just relax.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay me, but when you do, there's tax.
Yeah. Naked Dance, huh? That's a lot of people's favorite song, by the way, from the album. Alright, so we're done with that. Honestly, my favorite song is the song right after this third one, Minority Party. So, now, a story for Minority Party. Wait, let me check if anybody texted me. Yeah. Alright, so Minority Party. Now, there's two inspirations for this song. One, my favorite artist is Eminem, right? And he made this song called White Trash Party. And let me just make sure I'm recording still. Because sometimes it likes to act up. But, yeah, he made this song called White Trash Party. And in that song, he's just talking about how he's white trash. And I don't like the concept of the song, but the song is just catchy. Like, I haven't listened to the song in a while though, but the song itself is just a catchy song, so there's that. And I don't know, I don't like him calling himself trash, but I don't know, there was just something about there was just something about how he made the song to be about white trash. Like, I don't know, there was something about that just kind of made me okay, that's pretty cool. Like, I don't listen to it because it's about white trash people. I just listen to it because it's catchy, but I don't know, there's something cool, I think, about him making the song for a group of people, you know? And then the second thing that made me want to do this song is that, bro, I need people to know that, look, cultures are amazing. Like, if you are born somewhere else where you have a different culture, different food, different ways to do things, preach that, bruh. Don't hide that. Spread it, man. Like, if you dance before you eat, do that. Say something about that. Talk about it. I love learning about people's backgrounds. I love learning about different dishes. I love learning about different sayings. I love learning about different ways people do stuff, because it's just so appealing to me. Just the whole thing about it. The fact that people celebrate different things than us. People love different things than us. People eat different things than us. I find that so cool. The whole terrain changes depending on where you are. I love that, man. So when people tell me oh, they're Egyptian, they're Arabian, they're Muslim, they're whatever, I'm just that's really cool. You know what I mean? And obviously I'm not saying that if you're white you're not cool or anything. I'm just saying that if you have a background like this, be happy. Be more, spread it more if you want to, of course. Spread the fact that you're this ethnicity more. Do more regarding that. You know what I mean? I'm Haitian and I love being Haitian. I tell people that I'm Haitian. I don't just go around saying, oh, hi, I'm Schneider and I'm Haitian. But if it comes to that, if people are oh, are you just black or whatever, I'm just no, I'm not just black, I'm also Haitian, you know? So I just love it when people are happy about where they grow up and their customs and stuff like that. So that's another reason why I made this song. And another thing too, I hate New York. I can't stand New York. But one thing that I'll always be happy about in New York is that you can find anybody from any origin or background in this city. Cause bruh, it's just the melting pot. It's literally known as, it's just the American melting pot. You know that song? Bro, they played that song for me in like third grade. But yeah, I do love that it's a melting pot, even though I hate New York. Anyway, let's get into this song. Also, I wanted to do a club banger too.
If you ain't leave tonight with a black eye or a black guy.
Look, I love starting off my music with something crazy. If you ain't leave this club tonight with a black eye or a black guy. And also, I love the fact that the words sound so similar, but could mean completely different things. You know what I mean? I just love that too.
If you ain't leave tonight with a black eye or a black guy.
This is a lot of people's favorite as well.
If you're a minority, make this song your top priority. Forget sobriety. I'm talking Malaysian, Asian, Haitian.
I'll be adding the equation.
Make this nice, don't care about the price.
Yeah.
Coming with that body, start coming with the spice. You don't have to tell me that twice. I give you advice, but it seems like you're cool as ice.
Alright, so one thing about this song, there's not going to be a lot of, like, me explaining bars because most of this is self-explanatory. But Malaysian, Asian, Haitian, like, I'm not, like, choosing specific... Okay, first of all, it was actually pretty hard to find nationalities that rhyme with each other because a lot of them just end with Asian. I mean, shun. A lot of them end with shun or Mick, Jin. Okay, Jin or Mick. A lot of them end with those, so I just used that for a lot of them. But like I didn't like selectively say, okay, I really want Asian to be in this song. I was obviously gonna put Haitian in this song since I'm Haitian, but I didn't was like, okay, I have to put Malaysian in this song. I didn't do that. I just want to shout out a lot of them. That was like my whole goal for this song, to shout out a lot of different ethnicities and backgrounds.
I dig you like a shovel. You have to tell me that twice. I give you advice, but it seems like you're cool as ice. Girl, I dig you like a shovel. I'll go through the rubble just so we can get in trouble. There's really no reason why we shouldn't be a couple. I'll wait on my shoulder just so you can see my muscles.
Hey, never heard anybody say that before. You know how when people say, oh, you just a weight on my shoulder. Bruh, she's a weight on my shoulder because she wants to see my muscles. Come on.
If you're rebel, there's really no reason that we shouldn't be a couple. I'll wait on my shoulder just so you can see my muscles. If you're Russian, you sure got me Russian, no discussion. Can't play with me, no I'm not percussion. Introduction, I thought that I could start with my seduction.
Hey, you can't play with me because I'm not percussion. Like most of these, I really do feel like you could get right off the bat. So I'm not going to go explaining every single thing.
I don't follow rules, so don't give me instructions. I found out she was Taiwanese, so I asked her what are her hobbies. She said traveling the 7 seas with her cousin, but she's also Sudanese. I could really use their expertise. I wanna travel, meet some Japanese. It's getting hot past 90 degrees. I'm getting through any sort of means. If you're a minority, make this song your top priority.
Forget sobriety.
I'm talking Canadian, Ukrainian, Barbadian. I don't mind traveling the Mediterranean. Took one look and I knew she was stylish. And she said she was Irish. I just couldn't look away from her iris. She was shining like a star from Osiris. You got more trunk than I do on my car. Damn. I can see that thing move from afar. G-string on thin like a guitar.
Hey, G-string on thin like a guitar. I've never heard anybody say that before. I'm gonna have to, bro. The next song, I'm actually gonna have to search up a lyric because if nobody's thought of this and I'm the first person that thought of it, bro, I'm gonna be like really happy. But G-string on thin like a guitar. I feel like somebody's definitely said that before. But that's such a fire. That's such a fire.
I can see that thing move from afar. G-string on thin like a guitar. Caught lightning and I have it in a jar. Let me play with your cat cause I heard he was Persian.
Woo! Let me play with your cat cause I heard you was Persian. Hey. Like, come on now. There's so many Instagram captions here.
Caught lightning and I have it in a jar. Let me play with your cat cause I heard he was Persian. I don't know if that's for certain. I'm done with your place, close the big red curtains. That's only if it's not such a burden. Made a beeline, straight to her beeline. The design that she put on, she can be mine. We can chill now, we can recline. I always saw you in the background. Now I want to know about your background. You're a mix of two, you are a compound. I hope I get to see you around.
Yeah.
If you're a minority, make this song your top priority. Forget sobriety. I'm talking Syrian, Siberian, Liberian. Let's have fun and slip into delirium. We all got that action, compassion. I made the transaction. This seat about
Hey.
to fast and too fast to
Hey.
imagine. United as
Hey.
nations. Don't care the locations, just mind the formations.
Now, something I do have to say about that one, a little, like, very short. But when I said we all get that action, oh shoot, we all got that action compassion. Oh my goodness, we all got that action compassion. I made the transaction. Okay, so one thing that I do is when I go to a place that's not when I do go to a place that's out of the country, right? I like to collect the money from that country. So right now I have money from just the Caribbean. So I have money from Barbados, St. Lucius, Dominica. Excuse me. Dominica. There's another one. Grenada. And I think there's one more too. But I like traveling and collecting money from the place. There was one more, but I can't remember what it was. I said St. Lucius. Yeah, I did. There was one more, but like I said, I just like collecting the money. So I literally make transactions over there just to collect the money. It's like a souvenir for me.
Fast and too fast to imagine. United as nations. Don't care the locations, just mind the formations. Man, stop.
That's for the ladies that ain't sure about themselves. Let me be short for you.
Alright,
Yeah.
recording.
Russian, you sure got me Russian.
And next song is my favorite one. Alright, whoa, shh. Okay. Schneider Reborn. Alright, so in my previous album, I made a song called Inside the Life of a Schneider. And that was like everybody's favorite song. It was that song or That Thing. Some people also like Debut a lot as well. But Schneider Reborn, bro, let me tell you right now. This, in my opinion, even though a lot of people like Naked Dance and Minority Party and Fire Breathing Spell more than this song, this is I think this is my favorite song I've ever made, period. Because of just, oh my gosh, just wait. Just wait till I get to the bars with this one. Oh my gosh. This song itself is going to take, if Fire Breathing Spell took 12 minutes, this song itself is going to take at least 15. Oh man, I'm excited. So there's no backstory. This is just a sequel to Inside the Life of a Schneider. But I'm not going to call it Inside the Life of a Schneider Part 2. Like, that's insane. Inside the Life of a Schneider. Uh-huh. Incoming heat. Incoming heat. Incoming heat. Incoming heat.
Inside the life of a Schneider. My microphone's a Hadron Collider. Give me some space, I'm a TIE fighter. Give me that data like a service provider.
That's right.
Service provider.
Okay. This is just a chorus and it's already bringing out crazy bar. Okay. Inside the Life of a Schneider. My microphone's a Hadron Collider. Do you guys know what a Hadron Collider is? It's most commonly, like if you watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the Hadron Collider is the thing that when it connected, it made like multiverses happen, right, from the movie. And I'm saying my microphone is a Hadron Collider. Do you know how crazy that is? For your microphone to be a Hadron Collider? I'm literally tearing into multiverses the way I rap.
Give me some space, I'm a TIE fighter.
And that leads to my next thing. Give me some space, I'm a TIE fighter. Like from Star Wars, the TIE fighter, but also give me some space because I'm rapping in the Hadron Collider. Come on now.
Give me that data like a service provider.
Nobody, bro, oh my gosh, bro, nobody's ever said that before. I don't care. Nobody's ever said that before. You know what? I'm searching it up. Give me that data like a service provider. No, I'm searching it up, bro. I'm literally like, give me that, don't mind my posture, data like a service provider song. Nah, I don't see a song talking about give me that data, I'm a service provider. Like a service provider. You cannot tell me that's not fire, bruh. Give me that data like a service provider. Obviously, Data is another word for information. Just give me that information, bro.
Microphone's a Hadron Collider. Give me some space, I'm a TIE fighter. Give me that data like a service provider.
That's right.
Service provider.
I gotta give you a gentle reminder. I was an animal before you was a rider. You can group me with the saber-toothed tiger.
So that one just sounded cool. I'm not even gonna lie. You can group me with a saber-toothed tiger. You was an animal. I was an animal before you was a rider. That one okay, that one is kinda that one I don't really have a like meaning behind that one. Obviously when you ride somebody that's like another way of saying like, okay, I'm like all for this person, right? But also you ride animals. You was a rider before I was an animal? No. I was an animal before you was a rider, excuse me. So that one was pretty like self-explanatory.
Gentle reminder. I was an animal before you was a rider. You can group me with the saber-toothed tiger.
Buy myself some Cartiers, let them shine for 30 years.
We can settle like pioneers. I'm standing on stage when I hear the cheers.
We could settle like pioneers. Okay, this part for now is pretty self-explanatory.
I'm not talking here, but I see my peers. I need better
Talking
transmission. Gotta
peers?
shift those gears. That same car.
Oh my god, yo, I actually did not realize how much stuff I had about cars in this album. But better transmission, gotta shift those gears. Obviously, another word of saying like better transmissions, that's like saying I can't hear you very well. That's also tying into the give me that data like service provider, because if you don't have good enough data, you're not gonna hear the other person very well, right? So like I'm saying, give me that data like service provider, because now I need better transmission. And with that better transmission, you can shift gears in your car because you need transmission in your car. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, bro.
When I hear the cheers, I'm not talking here, but I see my peers. I need better transmission. Gotta shift those
those
gears.
gears.
That same car is a fast car. Drive.
And also, this is a stretch, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You hear when the beat dropped there?
Talking here, but I see my peers. I need better transmission. Gotta shift those gears. That same car.
Like, it kind of reminds me of like when you're shifting gears in a car, right? You hold the thing down, right? And you like do that, and like when the beat was like boom, boom, boom. Okay, okay, that's a
fast
stretch.
car. Driving.
That's kind of a
It look
stretch.
like my peers. I need better transmission. Gotta shift those gears. That same car is a fast car. Driving, and it looked like a NASCAR. Take that.
Okay, little story. There was this time I went to the park, right, with my sister, and my sister's friend was there, and my sister's friend's dad drove a race car, and I was like, yo, let me take a spin for it, right? Surprisingly, he let me, and obviously not far. We were at the park, so all I did was take the car to the nearest Starbucks, which was like 2 or 3 minutes away from the park. And obviously with that car, I got there in like 2 minutes. So I would say, and oh my god, it was so much fun driving that car. Even though I just parked there, went inside, and got out, went back to the park. It was a lot of fun though. Even though I was only driving it for a collective amount of 3 minutes probably.
A NASCAR to a snack bar. That same car is a fast car. Driving, and it looked like a NASCAR. Take the NASCAR to a snack bar. Yellow and black rims look like a Jaguar. But I'm fly,
wait.
so take
Let me rewind a little bit.
NASCAR. Take the NASCAR to a snack bar. Yellow and black rims look like a Jaguar. But I'm fly, so take this bird out the nest.
Okay, so that one there wasn't really any deep meaning, but yellow and black rims look like a Jaguar. That's fine.
How'd it look like if I were to bar? Yellow and black rims look like a Jaguar. But I'm fly, so take this bird out the nest. How'd it look like if I were to stress?
Okay, so that's one thing too. Like I said before, I like saying that I'm fly. I like saying that I'm fly, but I don't like saying it in just a normal way. I'm so fly, I look good. Like, I don't like saying it in a normal way. But saying it this way, I'm fly, so take this bird out the nest. That's cool. Because it's like saying, okay, birds, okay, if you didn't know, obviously, you can't leave the nest until you're able to fly as a bird, obviously. So I'm fly, so you could take me out the nest because, bro, I'm fly, you know what I'm saying?
Black rims look like a Jaguar. But I'm fly, so take this bird out the nest. How'd it look like if I were to stress? I'm picky, so you know I don't leave a mess. Honestly, you cannot tell me less. This is
I'm not gonna lie, I am picky. I'm not gonna lie, I am picky. I'm not like picky when it comes to everything, but when it comes to music in particular, I'm very picky, so I don't leave a mess, bro.
how'd it look like if I were to stress? I'm picky, so you know I don't leave a mess. Honestly, you cannot tell me less. The situation I need to assess. There's no way I can call it progress if it doesn't lead to my final success. I know for a fact that I smell suspicion. Where's the kitchen? Open the
That just sounds cool, bro. Like, I know for a fact that I smell suspicion. Where's the kitchen? A lot of scents come from the kitchen, so that's what I was trying to do there.
I phrase with no permission. I got ice fire in my ignition.
That's another thing too. Like how in the first song I was talking about how I was getting my ice from the freezer, right? Now I'm talking about how I smell suspicion in the kitchen, you know?
Went on the track, made nuclear fission. Sent me out on the hardest mission. I tread around in these harsh conditions.
That just sounds fire, bruh. I'm talking about how my microphone's a Hadron Collider and I'm hopping on the track and make nuclear fissions. Like, that just sounds cool, man.
The track made nuclear fission. Sent me out on the hardest mission. I tread around in these harsh conditions. Scope out to see maximum precision. Let me give you a reminder. The paper is flowing from left to right. I got a staple and put it in a binder. A year ago I was talking about inside the life of a Schneider.
It was literally a year
ago. The water spout even when it rained. I'm not an itsy bitsy spider. Inside the life of a Schneider. My microphone's a Hadron Collider. Give me some space, I'm a TIE fighter. Give me that data like a service provider. That's right.
Well, just you wait.
Provider. I gotta give you a gentle reminder. I was an animal before you was a rider. You can group me with the saber-tooth tiger.
Let me put this up. No need for a razor.
I'm so cut, no need for a razor. Durable, got shot twice by a taser. 2 red beams play tag with a laser.
Oh my gosh, bruh. Oh my gosh, this beat switch. Okay, so for the first Inside the Life of a Schneider, I made a beat switch as well. It wasn't like the craziest beat switch, but it was a beat switch. So I had to follow that trend with this one. And what did I say, bro? Oh my gosh.
I'm so cut, no need for a razor.
Ooh, I'm so cut, no need for a razor. Durable, got shocked twice by a taser. Two red beams play tag with the laser. Laser tag, play tag with the laser. Oh my gosh, bro.
No need for a razor. I'm so cut, no need for a razor. Durable, got shot twice by a taser. 2 red beams play tag with the laser. That same laser more red than my blazer. I'ma need a favor, calling me your savior. Swing a white flag, got you writing down a waiver.
Ooh, okay. So, alright. That same laser more red than my blazer. This is actually a correlation to real life, okay? For my senior prom, I wore a red blazer. And that laser was red. Same red as my blazer. And I said also...
Same laser more red than my blazer. I'ma need a favor, calling me your savior. Swing a white flag, got you writing down a waiver.
Calling me your savior. Swing a white flag like you writing down a waiver. Okay. Sorry about that. Just making sure I was recording. But waiver, like I was saying, when you swinging that white flag, that means you're surrendering. When you're writing a waiver, you're surrendering something. You're giving somebody a portion of something or all of something, bro. Like, bro, that is so fire. Let's keep going, bro. That's so fire.
More red than my blazer. I'ma need a favor, calling me your savior. Swing a white flag, got you writing down a waiver. I'm not cheap, I got 2 pockets full of posies. You like me, you know I really put a ring around the rosy.
I really put a ring around the rosy. Yo. So, like I said, I'm not cheap. I got 2 pockets full of posies. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I love buying flowers. So, I'm not cheap, bro. I'm not cheap when it comes to flowers. So, I got 2 pockets full of posies. And also, I'll really put a ring around the rosy. Because, you know, it's ring around the rosy. I'll put a ring around the rosy, that's for sure. I'll put a ring around the rosy. Because, like I said, I'm not cheap.
2 pockets full of posies. You like me, you know I really put a ring around the rosy. I'm still asleep, yeah, I really did it while I'm still cozy.
That's a reference to Do It While I Snore. Yeah, I really do it while I'm still cozy.
You talk sweet, devious mind trying to act holy.
Oh, okay, wait. Before I get to this part. Devious mind trying to act holy. This part kind of got me tight. Not me saying it, but like, it's just the fact that like, there's so many like fake Christians and stuff out there. That gets me so tight that I just had to say something like, you talk sweet, devious mind trying to act holy. There's so many people that I know that are like Christians or preach the word of God, and then you find out that they're like some like messed up people, and I hate that. I hate how that's like a trend, and it just gets me angry because it's like, how dare you put God's name in your mouth if you're just gonna go ahead and do something disgusting or something creepy, like, and there's so many of them. It's giving us a bad rep. And I'm not even like a hardcore Christian like that, like, but I at least respect God, you know, like, I'm not hardcore Christian, like, I don't go around telling people, oh, pray today, oh, like, I'll go around saying I'll pray for you, and I actually do pray for people, but I'm never gonna tell somebody, oh, you should switch to being Christian, or anything like that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not that hardcore when it comes to Christianity, but I at least respect the practice of it, you know? So when you, like, go out and say something like, oh, I love God, I pray every day, and then you get caught for like something nasty. It's like, it just gets me so mad. Like, that stuff gets me. That's one of my top pet peeves in the world.
Did it while I'm still cozy.
Anyway,
You talk sweet, devious mind trying to act holy.
let's go.
I'm the doc and I'm ready for operation. Checking my charts, make sure I get information. I feel sick, so I get this beat inflammation. I don't know if it's me or the radiation. Still don't trust corporates or the medication. Their sole job is to limit the population. That seems sketch like the first stage of animation. I'm so fly that I'm an aviation.
Okay, come on.
I'm the doc and I'm ready for operation.
Alright, so, first of all, the first song that I did, the first Inside the Life of a Schneider, I was rapping fast at like the end of the song.
Watch me pop out in the summer, watch me get into some drama, chillin' still in the Bahamas, and you know I'm bringing grandma.
But also for this song, I made it like go a little bit faster. So like not only was I rapping fast, the beat also progressively got faster. If you didn't notice, look, check it out.
You talk sweet, devious mind trying to act holy. I'm the doc and I'm ready for operation, checking my charts, make sure.
So like the beat also got faster when I started to rap faster. I felt like that was a nice addition to add for this song. But let's just, the thing about me rapping fast here, you can hear what I'm saying. That's the thing that I don't like about fast rap. You can't hear what the person is saying, so they think that, okay, I'm rapping fast, so that means it sounds fire. No, that's not what it means. I want to at least hear what you're saying, so I made sure that you can at least hear what I'm pronouncing, you know?
I'm still asleep, yeah, I really did it while I'm still cozy.
But what am I saying? I'm about to tell you.
Sweet, devious mind trying to act holy. I'm the doc and I'm ready for operation, checking my charts, make sure I get information. I feel sick, so I get this beat inflammation. I don't know if it's me or the radiation. Still don't.
Okay, so I'm the doc and I'm ready for operation, checking my charts, make sure I got information. I feel sick, so I give this beat inflammation. I don't know if it's me or the radiation. So this is like a whole like doctor scheme that I'm going on right now. So the thing is with inflammation, right? You can get inflammation from radiation. So I was like, I feel sick, so I gave this beat inflammation. But I don't know if it's me or the radiation, you know? Because, like I said, that goes back to my microphone's a Hadron Collider. But Hadron Colliders can release radiation. There's elements in the Hadron Collider rings that have radiation, that expel radiation as the tests are going on. So I'm like saying, because you can get inflammation from radiation as well. But I'm saying that I don't know if it's me or the radiation that gave you inflammation. And, you know, since I'm the doctor, I'm talking about that stuff, you know what I'm saying?
My charts, make sure I get information. I feel sick, so I get this beat inflammation. I don't know if it's me or the radiation. Still don't trust corporates or the medication. Their sole job is to limit the population. That seems sketch like the first stage of animation. I'm so fly that they think I'm an aviation.
Alright, so I'm saying still don't trust corporates or the medication. Their sole job is to limit the population. Feel how you feel about that. Obviously, that's a whole like that type of theory is like, you know, that's kind of like, those are the type of theories that either get you mad or you just kind of like agree with it, or you just kind of just like, okay, it's a theory, you know. But for some reason people get really mad when like people talk about the government. Like some people get like really like offensively mad, but it's like, come on now, like it's pretty obvious what the government does. They're obviously trying to control the population. Are they doing a good job at it? Not really. But come on, like with the fast foods around every corner, and oh my god, I'll get to that in another song, but like, come on now, like, it's pretty obvious that they're trying to control the population. And then I said, oh my, this has to be the hardest bar I think I've said in the entire album.
Sole job is to limit the population. That seems sketch like the first stage of animation.
That seems sketch like the first stage of animation. I'll let you like enjoy that bar for a second. Come on now. That seems sketch like the first stage of animation. How did I don't know. I don't even know how I thought of that. But oh my god, is this such a good bar. And then I said,
I'm so fly that they think I'm an aviation.
I'm so fly that they think I'm in aviation. I already was talking about how I was literally a bird in the nest, and now I'm so fly that they think I'm in aviation. Come on now. Come on now, like. So, sorry with all the cuts, bro. Like, literally, my parents keep calling me on my phone. Stop calling me while I'm recording, please. But, yeah, I went from a bird to being somebody that works on planes, bro. Like, You know what I'm saying?
The life of a just to limit the population. That seems sketch like the first stage of animation. I'm so fly that they think I'm in aviation. Inside the life of a Schneider.
My microphone's a hedgehog collider.
Give me some space, I'm a TIE fighter. Give me that data like service provider. Service provider. I gotta give you a gentle reminder. I was an animal before you was a writer. You could group me with a saber-tooth tiger. I got 3 different personalities. All of them have different formalities. They bump heads then switch realities. That's without the technicalities.
Okay. I have 3 different personalities. All of them have different formalities. They bump head and switch realities, all without the technicalities. Alright, so, okay, this is going to be a little bit of a long one to explain. So, first of all, there was 3, like I said, 3 different personalities. There was 3 beats in the song. And it so happens that each beat I was rapping differently on. So, that's also matching with the 3 different personalities, right? And then there was... Alright, this part is kind of insane. Depending on your personality, you're going to see reality different, right? So first of all, I'm personifying personalities. If you don't know what personality is... I mean, if you don't know what Woo! Bro, I'm stuttering over my words because this is so fire. If you don't know what personifying means, it means when you give a human trait to something that's not human. You can't... Obviously, your emotions itself aren't human. But here's the thing. When you're happy, obviously you're going to see reality and you're going to be like, oh, life is so beautiful. When you're angry, you're going to be like, oh my God, I hate this world. Or when you're sad, you're going to be like, damn, I shouldn't even live in this world anymore. You know what I mean? So when you have these different personalities, right? When you have these different personalities, you see reality differently. And when you have these 3 different personalities, they're going to be butting heads. And it's going to change the way you see reality every single time, bruh.
All of them have different formalities. They tiger. I got 3 different personalities. All of them have different formalities. They bump heads then switch realities. That's...
Bruh, like literally, if you're bumping heads with your personalities, your reality is going to switch every single time. Come on now.
Without the technicalities.
And also, in my previous song, Inside the Life of a Schneider, I was talking about how you know me for my wacky personality, so let's formally cut the formalities.
You know me for my crazy personality, so let's formally cut the formalities. Insanity at its top capacity.
And I was talking about how we should cut the formalities in that song. And now I'm telling you why we should cut the formalities, because if you keep the formalities, bruh, we gonna have 3 personalities bumping heads. So tell me how my song is a sequel and a prequel at the same time, bruh.
Different formalities, they bump heads then switch realities. That's without the technicalities. Each of them changed my anatomy. I'm charged up like I had no battery. I already saw 3-year strategy. Copy me.
Now, if you didn't know, if you have multiple personality disorder, it's known, well, let me not say it's known, but it is possible for you to have multiple personality disorder and your anatomy to change because of it, right? Like, there are cases where somebody would have multiple personality disorder, and when they switch to a different personality, they might grow muscles, or they might, or they might lose vision, or they might, like, become taller even. Like, that's actually a thing that can happen with multiple personality disorder. So that's insane to me. But like, I'm talking about the different personalities and it's changing my anatomy, you know what I'm saying?
Then change my anatomy. I'm charged up like I had no battery.
I'm charged up like I had no battery.
I already saw 3-year strategy. Copy me, I call that flattery. Now,
there's another saying, and it's imitation is the most sincerest form of flattery. And copy me, I call that flattery.
I don't think you get the gravity. I already saw 3-year strategy. Copy me, I call that flattery. I don't think you get the gravity. I got in the mix like I'm in alchemy.
Oh my gosh, I got in the mix like I'm in alchemy. Come on. Come on, bro.
I call that flattery. I don't think you get the gravity. I got in the mix like I'm in alchemy. In court, I used the 1% insanity. I walk free, blame it on a tragedy. I guess.
Alright, so now this ties back to the whole personality thing again. A lot of people say that if you have multiple personalities, you're just insane. That's not necessarily true. But here's the thing. In court, right, there's a thing called the 1% insanity rule. And that is... Alright, so I'm not explaining this very well. So with post-editing, I'm going to explain this even better. So in court, you have the 1% insanity rule. Obviously, only your lawyers know about this. It's better if you know about this as well, but mostly your lawyers are going to know about this. And what the rule is saying is that whenever you're in court and whatever you did, whether it was a crime or something heinous, you say with the 1% rule that, okay, during the time I was doing this crime or whatever, I was temporarily insane and I had no control over my actions. Now, the only problem with that is, it's a pretty big problem, but the only problem with that is it's only used 1% of the time. And even in that 1% of the time, it only works 25% of the time. So it's like, it's barely used, and even when you barely use it, it barely gets you off. So it's like literally a 1% insanity rule, hence the name. And that leads me back to my bar where I was talking about how I got into court, used 1% insanity. I walk free, blame it on a tragedy, because obviously a lot of people go insane after an unfortunate, tragic event. So, you know, I kind of gave like a little tiny story right there. But it also ties into the different personality stuff as well.
Each of them changed my battery. I don't think you get the gravity. I got in the mix like I'm an alchemy. In court, I used the 1% insanity. I walk free, blame it on a tragedy. I guess you could say that it is blasphemy. Didn't even come close to even saddening me. Had to pinch myself living in fantasy. I can't deal with such a fallacy.
There, I just really like the flow that I had there. I really like that flow there.
Didn't even come close to even saddening me. Had to pinch myself living in fantasy. I can't deal with such a fallacy. That's so sweet, I can feel the cavity. I sit back.
I love that one. That's not even like a really that crazy of a bar. So sweet, I can feel the cavity. That's such a like simple bar, but I don't know what it is about that. Like, I don't know. Something about that just hits hard for
living
me.
in fantasy. I can't deal with such a fallacy. That's so sweet, I can feel the cavity. I sit back and call everyone my family. Everyone my family. I sit back, call everyone my family.
Okay, so for that one, I sit back, call everyone my family. Low key, like, this is just like, I was just being nice there, because low key, like, I have a lot of family, bro. Not even blood family. I just have a lot of people that I call family. Anyway, let's go.
I made a sequel. We're not equal.
I made a sequel. We're not equal. Hey. Damn, this beat's so fire. Oh, yeah, so that was Schneider Reborn. I really love the flows in this one. Like, especially that last part there. The flows in this song, I feel like, are just so good. Like, that's one of my favorite things about the song. And also the bars, everything about this song I think is perfect. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Excuse me. And the next one is Deranged. Now, the story for this one is this song was supposed to be for my English project originally. And it was like a project talking about how we need to talk about something serious in the world. And our topic was going to be about... What was it going to be about? It was going to be about, like, mental health, right? And then I was like, okay, yeah. And then we thought of the idea of, okay, instead of just making it about mental health, let's just make it about problems that we have in the world in general. So with Deranged here, right? It's supposed to be for my English project. And the English project was supposed to be about, like, talking about... It's supposed to be a PSA. Right, yeah, it's supposed to be a PSA. And the PSA that we chose, it was going to be about mental health, I'm pretty sure. And so we were talking about it, and I was like, you know what? Why don't we just talk about everything? Like, how the world is just messed up. And we were like, okay, sure. So I was like, okay, we were going to do, like, the This Is America thing that Childish Gambino did. So we were going to do, like, a song and then dance and then talk about how the world is all messed up. But we didn't do that. We still talked about... We talked about climate change. Yeah, we talked about climate change in ours. And I was like, okay, but I did make the song for it, though. So I don't want that song to just go to waste. So I was like, you know what, let me put it in the album and remaster it, add a little kinks, and fix it all up. And here it is, Deranged. So that's the story for this song in particular. And yeah, this one's gonna have a little bit more of a story. I hope you guys enjoy this one.
After allegedly being caught on a recording discussing the murder of journalists and discussing lynching black people.
These
Okay, so those news articles in the beginning, they're just talking about some problems that we have in the world. There was racism in there, war. There was sexual assault, I think, in some of those. Like, just problems that the world has, and it's not gonna get any better, low key. I literally talk about this in the song. Just
After allegedly being caught
Just listen,
on
bro.
a recording discussing the murder of journalists and discussing lynching black people.
These companies corrupt, I swear. Don't even care about the people who are even there. As long as they're glued to a chair, drowning in despair. There's a problem, and I'm sure that you're aware.
low key. These companies don't care. These companies corrupt, I swear, don't even care about the people who are even there. As long as they're doing their job, bro, those companies don't care. Oh, man. Like, this is a real
As
song.
long as they're glued to
Another thing, too, that I really wanted to do on this album was put out at least... Thankfully, I already had this song in the vault, but I really wanted to just talk more about stuff in general. Like, I didn't just want to talk about, oh, man, I got a girl. Oh, man, I got the drip. Like, I also want to talk about real stuff as well, because... And I'm not trying to be like a Kendrick Lamar, Childish Gambino, Eminem. Like, I'm not trying to be like that. But I also want to, like, talk about real stuff as well, you know?
corrupt, I swear. Don't even care about the people who are even there. As long as they're glued to a chair, drowning in despair. There's a problem, and I'm sure that you're aware. Workplaces with multiple sexual assault cases. They're so common, yet appears different faces.
And another thing, too, I wanted to use this beat. I didn't want to use, like, a slower type beat. Because this is a type of beat that's catchy. The boom, 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 boom. You know, this is like a beat that you can see yourself listening to a lot. See, because another thing, too, is that when the people put, like, serious topics on more slower type beats, I'm not saying that people don't listen to it, because people do listen to it, but I want it to be more, like, I want more people to listen to it. You're not going to get as much people to listen to it if you're putting it on a slower type beat like this. You know, so you'll get the people that listen for the message, but you'll also get people that listen to it for the beat with this one. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that slower type beats can't sound good, but I feel like a beat like this would match the energy that I'm giving out on this track as well.
Places with multiple sexual assault cases. They're so common, yet appears different faces. It takes place, but they
True.
mostly leave no traces. I'm gonna explain to you the mind behind the phases.
So, yeah, sexual assault is something that literally is, unfortunately, of course, very common. Like, oh my god, it's so common.
It takes place, but they mostly leave no traces. I'm gonna explain to you the mind behind the phases. So let's say you work a 9 to 5, get food on the table so you and your kids survive. Your boss complains about your work ethic, internal drive. You get laid off on a call while you're going 65.
I like the flow that I did there. So now, right now, I'm talking about this dude.
Your boss complains. So let's say you work a 9 to 5, get food on the table so you and your kids survive.
So right now, I'm talking about this person that has kids and they're dealing with the struggle of having a 9 to 5, and now your boss is complaining about your work ethic, internal drive. And now you get laid off on the call while you're going 65, bruh.
Your boss complains about your work ethic, internal drive. You get laid off on a call while you're going 65. With the money you have left, what are you gonna do? There's a fast food near you. There's a McDonald's that's just open that's new. It's cheap, so why not? It wouldn't hurt to get a few.
And I was talking about this in a previous song with the corporations in the Schneider Reborn song, but literally there's a McDonald's everywhere you go. Like, and of course, some people are going to be like, okay, it's McDonald's. I love McDonald's, bro. It's like, you don't see why there's a McDonald's everywhere. It's to put you off your game, bro. So you could buy medication for your diseases and your sicknesses that you get from eating greasy foods, bro. Excuse me. But
there's a McDonald's that's just open that's
yeah,
new.
and obviously fast food is cheap. McDonald's isn't that cheap anymore, but it used to be very, very cheap. And obviously, if you get laid off on a job and with employment going down, in whatever job you might be in, or if you're just not doing well at that job, bro, guess what? And you get fired and you got that money, bro, you're not gonna be worried about. Okay, you're not gonna be worried about, oh, I need to get these type of nutrients so I can do this later in the day. Dude, you're gonna be worried about getting food in general. So that's why they got these fast foods around. Obviously, there is such thing as cheap, good food for you, but hey, let me tell you, you gotta look far and wide for it. And that cheap, good food for you isn't really good food. Let me tell you that. They put you put some chemicals and stuff.
There's a fast food near you. There's a McDonald's that's just open. That's new. It's cheap, so why not? It wouldn't hurt to get a few. Time skip. Now we like 3 months later. All this cheap food is making your body weight greater. Gotta buy medicine. Your heart turned to a traitor. Blood pressure through the roof. It's like an inflator. It does.
Obviously, 3 months of eating just straight up fast food will do measures on you. In the original version of the song, I said time skip. Now it's like 3 weeks later, but 3 weeks, I don't think 3 weeks is enough time for you to gain like that much just based off eating fast food, but 3 months definitely, for sure.
Gotta buy medicine, your heart turned to a traitor. Blood pressure through the roof, it's like an inflator. It doesn't matter, without fast food you don't feel complete. You got a new job, still eating.
Fast food is an addiction, that's for sure. And a lot of people legit, like, if they don't get their daily burger in or their daily french fries in, they don't feel complete. That's with every addiction.
Like an inflator, it doesn't matter. Without fast food, you don't feel complete. You got a new job, still eating whatever.
And another thing too, this person is jobless, so you're not gonna worry about getting the best food. You need to get food for not only you, but also the kids that this person has as well.
Still matter. Without fast food, you don't feel complete. You got a new job, still eating whatever sweet. Still pass by the homeless people living on the streets, and the kids that are starving got nothing to eat. Living at the projects, crime seems to increase. The bat and I got the burger and the greasy receipt.
Like, that's another. Oh my god, bro! I'm talking in the song. Like, that's another thing too. A lot of projects, but. And it's like people just look at projects now and they're just like, okay, well, yeah, it's the projects. Okay, that place is literally known for being crime filled, and it's like we just look at that and we're just like, okay, yeah, that place is just bad. And it's like, why is it bad? Why was it bad in the first place? You know, like, does nobody ever think about that? Like, why is Chicago bad? Why is Detroit bad? Like, why are there places known for shootings and violence? Why did it start like that to begin with? But the thing is, people don't bat an eye on that anymore. They just say, okay, well, that place is bad, I'm never going there. But it's like, why was it bad? What caused it to be bad in the first place?
Living at the projects, crime seems to increase. The bat and I got the burger and the greasy receipt.
Also, this person got a new job. I didn't really say if this person was a guy or a girl or not, so I'm just gonna say this person. But like I'm saying, like, this person got a new job, but guess what? He's addicted to the fast food, so he's still gonna get the sweets. He's still gonna get the greasy food, right? And some people are so hooked on their addictions. Like I was talking about, there's homeless people and starving kids, and bro, do I care? Does this person care? I didn't mean to say do I care. Does this person care? No, bro. He wants that burger and that greasy receipt. You're not gonna do with anything with that receipt.
Remember those kids you raised? They're getting bullied for months and they're unfazed. You know why? They're acting kinda dazed. Look in their book bag, painkillers for days.
Bro, you know how many times I've heard stories of parents not knowing what's going on in their kids' lives and then finding out that this kid is like doing drugs or something like that? It's sad, man. It's so sad. Imagine being a parent and then you finding out that your kid does drugs. Like, I would, if I was a parent and I find that out, I would like actually break down right there, cause like that just means you did something wrong, bruh. You did something wrong, or you're not doing enough. Well, that's doing something wrong, but like I would have a breakdown, literally, like right there, and these kids are getting bullied, and hey, getting bullied will result, like, a lot of kids take something to deal with getting bullied consistently, or getting, hey, let me tell you right now, it's not an easy world out there, and a lot of people try to find their ins and outs so that they can make the world a little bit easier, or make the world at least feel easier to them, and painkillers is over-the-top medicine, bro. So,
You know
over-the-counter medicine, I mean.
why? They're acting kinda dazed. Look in their book bag, painkillers for days. They swear to you that it's really just a phase. Addiction causes major brain function delays.
Yeah, a lot of people that are in addiction say it's just a phase. I can quit at any time. Dude, I don't really believe that, bro. I don't believe that. They don't ask for help because they believe they can quit at any time. And then yeah, addiction really does cause major brain function delays, especially if you're addicted to something like painkillers. So, hey, I don't look when it comes to oh shoot, what is this? Sorry. When it comes to like addictions, bro, I take that stuff seriously. Like if you need anybody, like I'm here, bro. Talk to me.
They swear to you that it.
I used to be addicted to overeating. I'm so glad I conquered that. And I can make like a video low-key talking about how I conquered like my addiction of overeating, because like it was taking over my life. I used to be addicted to overeating cereal, and it's something like so simple, like bro, overeating cereal, how's that gonna really hurt you like that, bro? It was bad. I'm telling you, I used to eat cereal like for every meal, morning, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Excuse me. I was suffering, bro. I was suffering, not really mentally, but I was suffering physically. And obviously, soon enough, if I kept going, that physically was going to turn mentally. And, you know, it might not, like, seem that serious, but I used to eat Frosted Flakes all the time. Is that really that bad of an addiction, you might think? But, no, man. Like, if that kept going, like, obviously, I'm much healthier now. I eat good. And it's like, if I kept going with that, there was no way my physical was going to get better. My mentally was definitely going to get a lot worse. And then obviously my mentally is going to change my emotionally, you know? And then, shoot, like, when you get addicted to stuff like that, and even if it's something as not serious as, like, eating cereal, like, it's the overeating of the cereal, really. And then it's like, shoot, I probably could have been that kid taking that painkillers, because guess what, at least painkillers soothes the pain, like, you know what I'm saying? So, and the thing is, like, with addiction, bro, anybody could be this kid. You could have been this kid, I could have been this kid, your neighbor could have been this kid. Like, that's the crazy part about this all.
By the way, remember those kids you raised? They're getting bullied for months and they're unfazed. You know why? They're acting kinda dazed. Look in their book bag, painkillers for days. They swear to you that it's really just a phase. Addiction causes major brain function delays. Mental illness is knocking on the door. You're more desperate than you ever were before. Turn on the TV, another country wants war.
A mental illness is knocking on the door. You're more desperate than you ever were before. Turn on the TV, another country wants war. I don't really think I need to explain that. It's like, another thing too, that it's pretty obvious that the government does, and it's not even just the government, but it's like, they like to emphasize the bad things in life. You know, when you turn on the TV, it's not very common to see the good things that life has to offer. And it's like, if you're already in like a depressive state, it's like, okay, now you're turning on the TV, maybe you can catch some good TV. Oh no, guess what? Another country wants war. It's sad, man. It's so sad.
You're more desperate than you ever were before. Turn on the TV, another country wants war. Racism, sexism, prejudice galore. Can't forget about the gang-on-gang violence. Still scared when you hear the sound of sirens. Can't even get a moment of silence.
Bruh, it is tough out here. Let me tell you right now, like, gang-on-gang violence is something, oh my god, like, I talk about this with my school all the time, like, in my school all the time. Like, I don't support gang, like, I don't do none of that. I don't even like being called gang, except by one person. One person has a free pass to call me gang, but I don't even like being called gangy or gang or anything like that, like, because it's like, bruh, like, the whole gang stuff, I just don't mess with that. And it's like, we're going against ourselves, like, we really just, okay, it's a whole thing, like, gang wars and all that. That stuff just gets me tight, because it's like, you really think it's that cool to limit our population? Why? Instead of, like, why can't we just unite, bruh? But the thing is, we will never unite, because it's something that's emphasized. Crips, Bloods, it's something that's emphasized. And especially with this is another reason why I hate drill music. it's like, okay, now we're talking about killing and all that stuff, and it's like, you're just gonna bring more death. You're just gonna bring more sadness. Why? Why? Like, what is with the gang on gang violence for, bruh? And especially with how things are going now, you hear sirens, people are running. Like, you're not staying, bro. You don't feel, whoo, especially if you're like skin tone. Like, I'm not saying obviously not all cops are bad, but like, not all cops are bad, but like, most of the time, bro, we scared just to even hear the sounds of sirens. Isn't that sad?
Still scared when you hear the sound of sirens. Can't even get a moment of silence unless a kid ends up in the hospital or worse.
That's another thing too. Like, gang on gang violence is literally just, oh, we hear shooting outside? Okay, that's probably the Crips and the Bloods again. We literally look at it as a normal thing now. That's so sad to me. Like, it's so normal now to be in high school, a junior high school, talking about Bloods and Crips. Like, that's so sad. That's so sad to me. And it's like, do you really want to grow up to be that type of guy or that type of girl? Really? I don't know. Like, that stuff gets me sad. That stuff gets me mad too.
Sirens can't even get a moment of silence unless a kid ends up in the hospital or worse. Now all of a sudden everyone here is immersed. Now I guess.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to say, literally, people die all the time. But it's not until people die all the time in shootings, all the time, bruh. But it's not really until a kid gets involved that it gets really serious and gets put on the news. And it's sad. Like, obviously it's sad when anybody dies in a shooting. But then it's like, you get a kid involved. And it's like, I've literally, sometimes I go on Facebook, because, I don't know, sometimes I do. And then I see, like, shootings, and then, there was one shooting, right? I don't remember all the details, but I think it was at Chick-fil-A. And then it was, like, a 4-year-old girl that got shot because of the shooting. And then it's like, at Chick-fil-A? Why are you shooting at Chick-fil-A? First of all, you shouldn't be shooting in the first place. Can we be adults and solve any argument that you might have through the means of talking? You know, communication is very important. Like, communication, like, you have a mouth, use it, right? For communication, because, you know, you're an adult, right? You're an adult. Don't just, if you get angry or something, talk. That's why we have mouths for it. That's why words can come out of our mouths. Don't just feel angry and just say, oh, I'm shooting you, I'm killing you. Like, that stuff gets me so mad. Oh my God. And then that 4-year-old girl gets involved and it's like, really? Like, and then, but I'm sure if that girl wasn't involved and it was just some other person, like an old person or something like that, it would not be insinuated as much as it was. And that's so, like, messed up. It is so messed up. Obviously, if it's a kid, that's worse. Because that kid didn't even get a chance of living yet. But at the same time, it's like, the fact that I would say barely anybody would even care about it unless it was a kid. It's just sad to me. Alright, so I can't exactly find the article that I was talking about. I remember seeing it on the news. 4-year-old girl shot at, I know for a fact there was a fast food restaurant, and I'm pretty sure it had something to do with chicken. That's why I said Chick-fil-A. But it could have been Popeyes, it could have been a KFC, but I'm pretty sure it was some type of fast food that had to do with chicken, and it was a 4-year-old girl that got shot. But as I was looking for this article, right, I found something that happened very recently. As you can see, I'm putting the article on the screen. Mother, 4-year-old girl shot in shooting on Florida's Turnpike in Hollywood. First of all, Florida's already a mess. I don't want to be there, ever. But, dude, this was on June 8th. When I'm recording this, it was, I think, June 13th or 14th. And right now I'm editing it and it's June 17th. So it's still not even 2 weeks ago. Isn't that insane? This happened so recently. This kid got no chance to live. 4 years old. You barely experience life. So I'm just at a shock because it's like, do these people that do the shootings even think about anybody else in the area? Well, they must not, because if they were like smart, they would say, okay, maybe we might get somebody involved as well that didn't need to be involved. But guess what? Look at this. A mother and a 4-year-old girl. So now the father, whoever the father will be, will get the news one day and like, what is he gonna do, right? All the family, like, what are they gonna do? They have to mourn the death of a mother and a 4-year-old girl on the same day. That's like, this is just disgraceful. This is sad. Anyway, let's finish with the song.
Is it that time for you to converse? Is it wrong that I'm worried we can't change?
Is it wrong?
Is it weird? Is it odd? Is it strange? Even climate change is looking more deranged. Like most of these issues, it doesn't have a range.
By the way, this is like the coldest the coldest summer that I've ever experienced. Like, I remember walking out to school literally this week and I was cold. Well, one thing, I do get cold easily. And I also get hot easily. But I was actually like thinking, okay, maybe I should go back inside to get my sweater. Excuse me. Like, I shouldn't be feeling like that in June. That's so weird to me. But yeah, even climate change is looking more deranged. And then another thing too is when I do talk about problems like this sometimes people actually do look at me and think I'm weird for that. By talking about problems. And it's like, oh my god. And it gets me tight because it's like, so you think it's okay. So you think it's okay that gang on gang violence is just a common thing. You think that's okay? I don't know, like, I gotta finish this song, bro.
I wanna see how you react.
We got 2 more songs. I really like this beat though. Let me see if anybody texted me real quick. Okay, good. Alright, so we got 2 more songs. Okay, so this next song is called I Love Her Guts. I love her guts. Okay, so backstory for this song. Not really any. Let me turn off my TV real quick. But yeah, there's really no backstory for this song. I just heard this beat and I love this beat. And like I said, when I hear a beat, I can already tell if I'm going to put a chorus to it. I can already tell the topic that I'm going to be talking about. I need a bathroom break. But yeah, I didn't look at this song. Like, I didn't make this song and think of anybody in particular. I didn't make this song and I'm like, oh, this is for this one girl that got me tight. Man, this is for this one girl that I hated. Like, I don't do that. Like, I really don't do that. Because I'm a vocal person, bro. I'm a vocal person. If I have a problem with somebody, I'm going to tell them straight up or I'm going to make it obvious, you know? So, this song is not for anybody in particular. I really made this song as like a more of a relatable type song. You know what I mean? Like, as a song that you can like chill to, you know? A song that you can put on and be like, you'll hear why it's a chill song in a minute.
Damn, I love her guts. Man, I love her, but I swear she's tearing mine now.
So like I said, like, I thought about this chorus like as soon as I heard this beat. Like, I legit remember me thinking, like, obviously I listened to this beat like, okay, so here's what I do, right? When I'm making a song, I listen to the beat repeatedly, over and over and over and over. That's only if I know for a fact I'm going to use the beat on the album or my next project or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I listen to this beat over and over and over. I listen to it while I'm showering. I listen to it on the bus. I listen to it while I'm working out. Like, I listen to the beat over and over and over and over until I can think of a lot of lyrics for it. And then even while I'm like rapping on the beat, I still think of more songs. I mean, more lyrics for it. You know what I mean? So I did this with this song. I mean, this beat, right? And I just thought to myself, oh, damn, I love her guts, but I swear she's tearing mine now. I literally remember me thinking of that part. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's going to be the chorus. Or I'm going to branch off of that for the chorus. So yeah, this is going to be like a singy-songy type song. And like I said, there's nobody that I'm thinking of in particular when I make this song.
Damn, I love her.
beat is so fire though. And when I say I love her guts, I don't mean it in like a rated R type way, like a mature. I don't mean it in that type of way. You know, when people say I love her guts, that doesn't just mean like getting in there. It also can mean just I love her a lot.
But I swear she's tearing mine now. What's this all about?
I really wanna
Should I
know.
take another route?
Should I take it?
Damn, I love her guts,
Man, I love her.
but it just doesn't feel the same.
It
Just doesn't picture me out the frame.
Now
Now
I find
find
someone else to blame.
That's kind of fire though. Picture me out the frame. Not find someone else to blame. Like, come on, picture me out the frame. Like, don't think of me anymore. Because when you picture somebody, you think of them. But also, when you put a picture, you have a picture in a frame. So, I really like that one.
Now I find someone else to blame.
Yeah.
Treat me like trash, but I'm not disposable. I went left and treat me right, so I guess in that way we could be opposable.
Mm-hmm. So, treat me like trash, but I'm not disposable. Well, you can't just throw me away like that. You can treat me like trash, but you can't just throw me away like that. I trust you. I promise you that you're going to think of me. It doesn't matter who you're with, you're going to think of me. Alright? And then, I went left and treat me right. So I guess in that way we could be opposable. Because, you know, right and left are opposable. And you didn't treat me right, so I went left.
Of the terms that I went left and treat me right, so I guess in that way we could be opposable. None of the terms that we argued was even slightly negotiable. You must have thought I was controllable. Then I turned around, left you in the dust with your thoughts, and I'm sure that was notable.
Yeah.
She liked to whisper in my ear something disturbing. Our relationships, of course, she called me Kyrie Irving.
Oh, why?
Dribble around the problem, is that what I should be serving?
Come on. That's pretty cool, though. Dribble around the problem. Is that what I'm supposed to be serving? Like, come on. That's pretty cool. Like, I don't watch basketball at all, so I had to ask somebody what is Kyrie Irving good at, and apparently he's a pretty good dribbler, so you dribble around the problem.
Me Kyrie Irving. Dribble around the problem, is that what I should be serving? I turn my back to her, cause I find that's more deserving. I'm cracking on you like you cracking under pressure. Turn into a diamond and wear it just for good measure.
Okay. Can we talk about how fire that is? I'm cracking on you like you cracking under pressure. Turn into a diamond and wear it just for good measure. Like I really just want to know what other rapper has ever said that I'm gonna put so much pressure on you that you're gonna turn into a diamond and I'm gonna wear you. Who said that before? Cause I really want to know. Imagine, bro. Imagine that, like imagine that, Loki. Like, imagine giving somebody so much pressure that they turn into a diamond and you wear them for good measure. Like, that is so fire.
Under pressure, turn into a diamond and wear it just for good measure. Who's the man in charge? I think you might need a refresher.
I think you
I'm
do.
feeling sick, fire in my lungs. I might pull up in a stretcher.
Uh-huh.
I need one piece of my mind, cause I'm comparing myself to the treasure. You tell yourself
Hey, let me tell you, we love One Piece here. Wait, what'd I say? Wait, what did I
I
say?
need one piece of my mind.
I need one piece of my mind because I'm comparing myself to the treasure. First of all, I think of myself as a treasure, low-key. Like, I love myself. Like, I know my worth. Low-key, like, even though, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't always know my worth. Like, that's something you're gonna have to find out yourself. Like, not a lot of people just automatically think, okay, I know what I'm worth. And there's still people out there, there's a lot of people out there that don't know what they're worth. But thankfully I know how much I'm worth, and I consider myself a treasure, just like the One Piece. Now, I just hope that the One Piece is fire, because now if somebody's listening to this in 2046 and the One Piece is like a freaking, I don't even know, a freaking piece of like, I don't even know, like a gold nugget or something, I'm gonna be It's gonna look embarrassing.
Just for good measure. Who's the man in charge? I think you might need a refresher. I'm feeling sick, fire in my lungs. I might pull up in a stretcher. I need one piece of my mind, cause I'm comparing myself to treasure. You tell yourself a lie, but to me you turn into a confessor. Class in session there.
Okay, that is true though. That is something that I've experienced a lot. A lot of people, this isn't even like just relationships, but there's so many people that I know that like lie about themselves but confess everything to me at the same time. You know this type of people, right? Where they like say to themselves, "Oh, I'm fine, I'm doing great," and then that same day they would be like, "Oh my god, I just dealt with this," or like at the same time. Okay, so like let's just say there's people that know their worth, right? But then they would confess to me that they been with somebody that they got cheated on like 3 times, and it's like, do you know your worth then? Like there's so many people that's just straight up confess stuff to me like that, and then it's like, okay, why are you lying to yourself then? You know what I mean? So that type of stuff is like, I really don't know how to feel about that.
Yourself a lie, but to me you turn into a confessor.
Let me lower this just a little bit.
Session, there is no question, I am your new professor. The wave I'm riding in not too long, I'm gonna need a successor. Man, I love her guts, but I swear she's tearing my night out. What's this all about? Should I take another route? Damn, I love her guts.
This is my favorite part. But it just doesn't feel the same. Picture me out the frame. Now find someone else to blame. This is so catchy, bro.
You can't find the heaven in hell. Can't find clean water in a well.
Hey, this is for you. This is for all of you. You cannot find the heaven in a hell. Woo, that goes so hard, bro. Stop trying to find the... Okay, here's the thing. There's good things all around us. Be positive. But if you're gonna be with somebody, bro, do not be with somebody that you gotta reach for to find good things about them, alright? Like, you should be automatically thinking of good things about this person. If you gotta be like, well, they did do this for me that one time. No, it should be automatic, alright?
You can't find the heaven in hell.
Stop trying to find the heaven in
Can't
hell.
find clean water in a well. You can't break out.
Stop trying to find clean water in a well, bro. If you want clean water, put a filter.
You can't find the heaven in hell. Can't find clean water in a well. You can't break out of yourself. Can't talk, you only like to yell. You can't apply yourself like gel. I'm done here, can't you tell? I'm no longer under your spell. So I bid you farewell.
Alright, that was the second to last song. Y'all ready for the last song? Alright, so this song is called... Well... Alright, this song is called Bloody Mary. This is actually... Oh, I forgot to say this. Minority Party, the third song, was actually the first song that I worked on for this project. But, excuse me. This song was around the second. Excuse me. This song was around the second that I worked on, but this was the last one that I finished. So, that's pretty cool in my opinion. Bloody Mary, the backstory for this one. I wouldn't really say there's backstory at all for this one, actually. I think this was just one of those songs that I was like, okay, I need a good finale. Well, okay, when I was doing this song, I wasn't really thinking of finale, but the way that the song ended, it just kind of worked, you know? So I was like, okay, let me put this for the final song. So, yeah, I don't really have much for this one. So let's keep going.
Look me in the eyes, you must have thought that you were scary. You what?
Let's end it off hype.
I'm tired of these people that I need to carry. I can get you what you want, I'm sort of like a fairy. But I
disappear with no trace, Phineas and Ferb, where's Perry? Whoa. Man, come on now. But I disappear with no trace, Phineas and Ferb, where is Perry? I love it when like rappers put references to anime or cartoons or whatever. So I had to put something for Phineas and Ferb. I love Phineas and Ferb, bro. And Perry just be like, "Where's Perry?" He just be disappearing, and then he go to what's his name, Agent I forgot his name. I know one of them was named Agent Carl, but I forgot the dude with the white mustache's name. But yeah, bro, you cannot tell me that's not a fire opening.
Well, I'm sort of like a fairy, but I disappear with no trace.
Yeah.
Face and fur
Yeah.
words, Perry.
I don't give a damn unless it's for charity.
Oh my gosh, why does nobody talk about that bar? I don't give a damn unless it's for a charity. Come on, like, everybody can say, I don't give a damn. I don't care about this situation. But how many of you can say, I don't give a damn unless it's for a charity?
Face and fur words, Perry.
I don't give a damn unless it's for charity. I'm not that type of person that lean on the vulgarity. I don't
Okay, because I really don't lean on vulgarity at all. I mean, I guess you could count damn as a bad word. But, like, I literally just do not curse at all. So I'm literally do not lean on vulgarity at all.
unless it's for charity. I'm not that type of person that
I'm really
lean
not
on
that
the
type of person.
vulgarity. I don't lose REM sleep for no one. I'm the rarity.
Okay, I love this part. I love this part. So a lot of people say I don't lose sleep for people. Alright, I don't lose sleep for nobody. That's what a lot of people say, right? But the thing is, bruh, I'm not gonna lie, I do lose sleep over people. There are some people that just mean too much for me. But are you ever gonna get REM sleep from me? No. If you don't know what REM sleep is, it's the cycle that you get in once you get into like at least 6 hours of sleep. That's when you start dreaming. That's when your body is starting to recover. Alright, you might lose a few hours of sleep from me, maybe an hour, maybe two, but you're never gonna lose REM sleep from me.
It's not lean on the vulgarity. I don't lose REM sleep for no one. I'm the rarity.
Hey, a lot of people, see, here's the thing. A lot of people do lose sleep over people, and that's fine. But don't let them take away your REM sleep, bro. Your body needs to recover. Your body needs to heal.
Not lean on the vulgarity. I don't lose REM sleep for no one. I'm the rarity. I might need a breath of fresh air just to get some clarity. We not in a park, so why in the hell would you think it's okay to slide?
Why?
I live my life like a surfboard, always against the changing tides.
Hey, yo, this is so fire, bro. Look, I said, bro, this is so fire. I'm literally losing my memory.
Would you think it's okay to slide?
We're not in a park, so why would you think it's okay to slide? Like, we're not in a park. Do you see swings around here? I don't. And you think it's okay to slide? Come on now. My life like a surfboard, always against the changing tides. Look, see, here's the thing in life. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can control how you react to it. I'm that surfboard, bruh. Those tides may be high, but I'm always changing against the tides as well. Those tides may be high, those tides may be slow, but guess what? Those tides may be fast, slow, high, low. Guess what? I'm always reacting to it. Alright? I'm not letting those tides wash me over.
Live my life like a surfboard, always against the changing tides.
Yeah.
I show my wings so I can't decide whether to soar or glide. Digging a hole for this beat, electricity doesn't help revive.
Oh my gosh. This is so fire. I dig a hole for this beat, electricity doesn't help revive. When you're digging a hole for something, obviously it's dead. But obviously that's also a reference to my cover art here. There's a lot of electricity happening. And obviously when you have electricity, they use that to revive in like animated stuff. I mean, you use electricity when you have the EMF as well. I mean, not the EMF, the freaking AED. But like, they mostly like take like lightning bolts like Frankenstein and try to revive old people. But not old people. What was Frankenstein even like? Who was Frankenstein, bro? I just know he got revived by this mad scientist. Who was Frankenstein before he was dead? But yeah, like, I'm digging a hole for this beat because I'm killing it. And electricity is not going to revive. Electricity is not going to revive this beat after I'm done with it.
Decide whether to soar or glide. Digging a hole for this beat, electricity doesn't help revive. Step back and make an announcement. I got cybernetic enhancements. All this just further my advancements. Written in stone like the 10 Commandments.
I'm not going to lie. There was no, like, backstory for that. I got cybernetic enhancements. I do have a little story, but it has nothing to do with that bar itself. I remember when I was in daycare, there was this girl that used to like, me and her are cool, but there was like this one like week where she was just mean to me for no reason. I don't remember why she was ever mean to me. I don't remember if anything was explained, but there was this one time where, like I said in the first song, I used to be really chubby, right? And she was like making fun of how chubby I was, right? And she would like poke my belly and say, "Do you have like a bunch of wires in here? Cause like you're a robot." And I'm like, "No, I'm a normal person." And then she would keep poking my bellies and say, "Robot, robot, robot." It was such a random thing like to make fun of. Like, yeah, you're calling me chubby, I get it, but to call somebody chubby by saying that they have wires in their stomach and that they're a robot, like that's a definitely unique way of calling somebody chubby. But that's just something that I thought of when I heard this. It has nothing to do with cybernetic enhancements, but I just put the cybernetic enhancements bar to further my advancements because it just sounds cool, low-key.
Man, I got cybernetic enhancements. All this just to further my advancements. Written in stone like the Ten Commandments. Ancient Egyptian to get my enchantments. You can't match me, not even a fragment. Stuck in the mud of being stagnant. I'm the law, you better follow the enactment.
Got my
Yeah.
music blaring on the loudspeakers. My music chemistry, mix it with the beaker.
Hey, bro. I'm in chemistry, I'm in alchemy, I'm mixing all of it, bro. And also, what else did I
Blaring
say?
on the loudspeakers. My music chemistry.
My music has been playing on the loudspeakers. That's for sure.
Mix
Especially
it
with this
the
album.
beaker. Her nickname is Nike, the way I got a sneaker. That's right. Then we talk sweet, knew she was a keeper.
Come on now. Her nickname is Nike, the way I got a sneaker. Sneaker? Come on, that's too good.
Nike, the way I got a sneaker. That's right. Then we talk sweet, knew she
Knew
was a keeper.
Facing the mirror, I said Bloody
Bloody
Mary
Mary
3
3
times.
times.
She was helping me while I was writing these rhymes. I beat it up like I committed a crime. I could give you my 10 cents, but
I don't care about dimes.
So, this
Come on. You know the saying, giving somebody their 10 cents? Well, I don't carry around dimes, so why should I care about giving you my 10 cents? That's so good. And the whole Bloody Mary thing, I'm like a very huge fan of horror. So, and Bloody Mary is like one of the most known horror stories. When you look in the mirror and say Bloody Mary 3 times. And I said it, and she helped me on the rhymes. That's why some of these bars are too fire.
crime. I could give you my 10 cents, but I don't carry around dimes. So, this seems immoral. I've contacted the paranormal. A new world opened up by a portal. Gotta look sharp, gotta wear something formal. But I should.
Hey, if I'm gonna contact the paranormal, I'm gonna wear something formal. Like, if Bloody Mary gonna show up, I'm at least gonna look good, you know?
Contacted the paranormal, a new world opened up by a portal. Gotta look sharp, gotta wear something formal. But I should really get a badge of honor. These blades are cut like a helicopter. Apple of my eye, ironically, it's a doctor. I'm having a ball like I'm playing soccer.
Oh my gosh, okay. These blades are cut like a helicopter. Apple of my eye, ironically, is a doctor. You get that, right? Because when somebody is an apple of your eye, that means like they're the love of your life. But in this case, the apple of my eye is ironically is a doctor. Which is ironic because an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So how is this doctor an apple of my eye if an apple a day is supposed to keep a doctor away? You know what I'm saying? Like, that is so fire. Apple of my eye, ironically, is a doctor. I'm having a ball like I'm playing soccer. That's a very common bar. Having a ball like I'm playing soccer.
These blades are cut like a helicopter. Apple of my eye, ironically, it's a doctor. I'm having a ball like I'm playing soccer. Expand like you're in my domain. My cover speed is freaking insane. I can name any goal that I am.
Something that I really take pride in is my recovery speed. Like, I work out quite a bit. And I recover very fast. And when I say recover, I don't mean like when I get sore and then I recover like past the soreness. I mean like I could do whatever, like jumping jacks for 5 minutes straight. Well, not 5 minutes straight, but let's just say I do an exercise for a long time. I recover very quick and then I can do another exercise. So that's something that I like to take pride in.
Expand like you're in my domain. My cover speed is freaking insane. I can name any goal that I obtained. Flamenco dancing ripped straight from Spain. And not too long I'll shift the terrain. I'll take your hate, force it down the drain. An emperor continues to reign. A fire dragon never been slain.
Hey, tell me that's not fire. An emperor continues to reign. A fire dragon never been slain. That's what I am, bro. A fire dragon.
Your hate, force it down the drain. An emperor continues to reign. A fire dragon never been slain.
Surrounded by magma.
Yeah, this
hot
one-
to the core. I'm in business, how about I show you what I got in store?
Okay, I was about to say this one didn't have too much like crazy bars in it, but I'm in business. How about I show you what I got left in store? That's pretty cool. Like when you got something left in store, that's another way of saying like, okay, I have more to show you, and I'm in business because I'm literally going to college for business too, and I literally am business.
Hot to the core. I'm in business, how about I show you what I got in store? Forget the battle, I'm almost there for the war. Survive the tides, now I finally reached the shore.
That's a callback to the surfboard part that I said in this song. So I survived the tides and now I'm at the shore. I'm chilling now. You know, it doesn't matter what life throws at you because at the end of the day, you're going to be chilling. Well, if you react to it right. And that's what I usually do. I like to try my hardest to react to everything right. And I know at the end of the day, I'm going to be chilling. So that's that. And that's a cautionary tale. That's the breakdown. I'm gonna do a breakdown to my last album. Definitely will not be as long as this one. I don't see it being as long as this one because my last album didn't have as much bars, I don't think. Except for like Inside the Life of a Schneider, and also That Thing had bars. That Thing had bars, Inside the Life of a Schneider. If I really wanted to make it longer, I would like react to the original version. So I don't know what I'll do. I really don't know what I'm gonna do, but hey, this album's fire. Play it, bruh. Give me the views, please, bruh. I got to get the views. Please, please, of course. I'm not gonna beg for views. I just did. I'm not gonna lie, I just did. But you know, I put a lot of work into it. So making the breakdown for this was a lot of fun. And I'm gonna release more, make more breakdowns. And yeah, let me know how you feel about this album. Like, what can I change? What song did you like? What song did you not like? Why did you like it? Why did you not like it? And yeah, that's really all I have for this video. Thank you for watching. And I hope if you did have a favorite song in this, I hope I broke it down. And, well, I did break it down, but I hope you enjoyed the breakdown. And yeah, thanks for watching.